The workers are enjoying it. By the way, Koundé has not moved from the side of the trophies.
He's in his own world, man.
Hola culés, ¿cómo están? I hope everyone's having a great day and I hope everyone's having a fantastic time celebrating with Barca, watching all the celebrations. I am from my home, but I'm watching every single stories feed on X, on TikTok, on Instagram, every single Barca celebration, and I hope every one of you enjoy this moment, and every single one of you don't take this for granted, because what we did is we just won our 28th La Liga title, and guess what? Barca just won their 12th La Liga title in 20 years. That only leaves 8 La Liga titles for the rest of the La Liga teams, including Real Madrid. So we have a lot to celebrate. Guys, if you're looking for Barca content, this is the channel for you. Before you go, please, guys, subscribe to the channel, right? Like this video. Comment your thoughts. Comment how you're feeling about this game. Comment every single thought that comes to your mind, whether that's for next season, whether that's for this season. We are having so much fun. I'm having the time of my life, and every single one of you deserve it. All of us Barcelona fans who have been with this team under so much turmoil, under so much losing, whether that was with Xavi or even before that. And this team didn't seem to know what to do after Messi left. And now, guys, the future is bright. Barcelona winning their 28th title and becoming the youngest team to do it in 25 years. This isn't a celebration for just a La Liga title. This isn't a celebration of just a Super Cup. This isn't a celebration of just Copa del Rey. This is a celebration of a new era, of a group of fans, of a group of team, of a group of players, La Masia players, knowing that a new era has begun. And the new era means Pedri González, the lights of Casado, the lights of even Cubarsi, Balde. This team is just incredible, and with a few other players that are not from La Masia, including also Dani Olmo, Fermin Lopez, Gavi. So many players, we cannot let any of these players go, because you know what? These players love wearing the shirt. These players cry with the team. These players have celebrate with the team and celebrate, and you can see players like Casado celebrating down on the hall, down on the street, celebrating with everyone, because they are down to earth, and this is what they would do even if they weren't playing for the club. They would be out there on the street celebrating, because they live and die and breathe blue and red. And players who next season are going to be back, like Bernal, guys, Christensen, next season. The future is so bright, and this is why we are celebrating. We are not celebrating just that we are champions. We are celebrating that we have a team in Real Madrid in shambles, not wanting to show up to the final of the Copa del Rey, not wanting to go to the gala for the Ballon d'Or. A team that just broke the news. They signed Dean Hosen, a great young defensive player, but it's no coincidence that the news broke on the day of Barca's celebration, because Real Madrid cannot stand one day of Barca celebrating in their face that they won the domestic treble, and they want to give their fans something to cheer for. And that is what we're celebrating, ladies and gentlemen, that we have them right where we want them, trying to give their fans some sort of hope for next season. And we are celebrating that we swept them. 4 games, 4 victories for Barca, and guess what? 16 goals to 7 goals. Domination, it's what it's called. And let's think about what else we are celebrating today. We are celebrating that when the season started, this team won the UEFA Champions League in Real Madrid. won the UEFA Champions League, they won La Liga. And they thought they were unstoppable. And they added somebody who under the name of none other than Kylian Mbappe. And once that happened, it was like Real Madrid is going to be unstoppable. Barcelona is in shambles with Xavi Hernandez. They don't know what to do. They didn't win anything. We swept them 3-0. They beat us 3 games, including Copa del Rey, not Copa del Rey semifinals. That was the third game of the season, El Clásico. But here it comes somebody. And his name is a Portuguese, and I want to give him credit. Deco, who got a lot of pushback at the beginning of the season, signing Dani Olmo. But what did he do? To begin the season, when we were dead in the water, he goes out and signs Hansi Flick. The day that Hansi Flick became a Barca coach, a Barca manager, I did not have a channel to go out and rant, but I did have a TikTok. And I went on TikTok and said that is the best signing Barcelona could have even hoped for or dreamed of. I didn't think it would be possible to get somebody like him, but I guess it was because we got him. Deco got him. Even Laporta gave him all the credit. And Laporta just said in an interview and said, against all odds and everyone. Why is it everyone? Well, La Liga, it's a well-known group of Madridistas. This league counts by 2 or 3 because this league is plagued with a bunch of Madridistas. And if you don't believe me, the president is Madridista. The president of the REFF, Madridista. It's just incredible. How can we even compete? That is what we are celebrating. We are celebrating that in a team like that we're supposed to win everything, because if we would stop Mbappe, then they had Vinicius. If we would stop Vinicius, they had Mbappe. They would have Bellingham. And they were going to have an unstoppable team. And we humiliated them. We brought them down to earth on our watch. And Lamine Yamal said, not on my watch. Incredible season. And it all started. It didn't start particularly well for Barca, because we did win the Clásico in Miami. But then what? We lost the Joan Gamper title. We lost it to Monaco, who ended up beating us also in the Champions League. But to begin things off, to kickstart the season, none other than Lewandowski scoring a brace to give us a victory 2-1 against Valencia on the very first game of the year for La Liga. But then something clicked on this team, and it was the night we play Valladolid. That night, even albeit being a team who doesn't defend, Barcelona goes out and scores 7-0. 3 goals from Rafinha, 1 goal from Lamine Yamal, 1 goal from Lewandowski. And that is when this team flipped the switch. We did lose to Osasuna, which was another highlight. And the only reason why we lost to Osasuna was because Hansi Flick was trying to get to know this team and see who can trust and who I can't trust until the end of the season. But a Real Madrid who was supposed to win everything, a Barca who was in a rebuild mode, perfect storm. Real Madrid, it's supposed to be the one team who is celebrating today, and instead it's Barca, and that really hurts. But what a season, guys. We need to celebrate this season. The likes of Pedri Gonzalez, who played like a magician throughout the whole year, basically. Virtuoso after virtuoso after virtuoso. And in many instances, we were missing those assists. He was putting in beautiful passes to Rafinha, beautiful passes to Lamine Yamal, and none of them, even Lewandowski, weren't scoring those chances. But everyone knew Pedri was him. And he was winning every man of the match in this season. Even though he wasn't getting the numbers, everyone knew he was the best player in the world at that time. Frankie had an amazing season. Frankie had the best season for Barca as a Barca player that he's ever had. for the club. Rafinha, best season he's ever had. Incredible numbers, off the charts. I can't even begin to understand the kind of season that Rafinha had this year. And I only hope that next season he can carry that momentum and be great. And then Lamine Yamal, ladies and gentlemen. What can I say? The best player in the world. And people say he's overhyped. The numbers are not there. He hasn't scored in La Liga. But every time it mattered most, every time Barca needed him, he was there. He was there every single time. Lamine Yamal is incredible. Lamine Yamal is clutch. Lamine Yamal is magic. Generational talent. Like nothing we've ever seen before from a 17-year-old kid. That is what we're celebrating. That is why Chesney's smoking cigars. That is why Pedri is all going off and Casado is all going off, because that is the kind of things that Barca is celebrating. We're not celebrating just championships. We're not celebrating just beating Real Madrid. We're celebrating so many things. Guys, like this video. If you're a Barca fan, I cover all things Barcelona. We're going to have plenty of news. We're going to be commenting every single significant thing that happens around the club. So if you're a Barca, if you bleed red and blue like me, I've been watching Barca for 30 years. I've been watching Barca for 30 years. I just decided to start this content endeavor. So you guys, if you guys can support me, that would mean just the world to me. And you know what? You know what Lamine Yamal said on Instagram? This is just the beginning. That is why Real Madrid is in shambles. That is why Real Madrid has to go get Trent Alexander-Arnold. They have to go get Dean Hosen. They have to go get Carreras. They have to go get, God, who knows? They have to get a midfielder. I don't even know who they're going to get. But they need to get a midfielder because they cannot compete with Barca. No matter what they do, no matter how they do, they cannot compete with Barca. So if you're a Barca fan, these are great times for you. And guys, please like the video and I'll catch you guys on the next one.